Hello there, and welcome to the Cargo Bay presents Set Guides. Return of the Jedi, Series 2, cards 133 through 220, stickers 34 through 55. I am Brady C. here with my co-host as always.
Adam B. How you doing, BC?
It's sad that I'm feeling a little sad. I feel a little sad up front, and I'll try to get over my sadness because I do feel like our original trilogy, Vintage Set Guide, does not end with a bang, but rather somewhat of a whimper on
Yeah,
Series 2 of Return of the Jedi.
yeah, BC. Only two series here, and you get the idea that they. I don't know what was going on, but it is just kind of like, all right, get this out the door, and we're
We're
done
done.
with it. Didn't sell nearly as many as we expected to of Return of the Jedi, so
Into the trilogy, you're not making any more of these. We're good.
yeah.
Move on.
I don't know. I guess the kids are
We'll
done
never
with
see Star Wars again.
Yeah.
That journey's over. It's 1983, and we are moving on past Star Wars forever. Ho! Wait a minute.
Just wait about a decade is all.
Just you
all you
wait.
gotta wait.
Yeah, but no, this is I don't know. It's the extension of the first series of Return of the Jedi. You got 88 cards, so it's smaller than the first set. You get fewer stickers, 22 stickers, largely exactly the same as the first set, but with a blue border. So if you want to hit that next slide, we can look at the old base
Wait a
card
second.
design.
I hit that button, and you know what popped up? A little like and subscribe
Ho,
flag.
ho, ho, ho,
We almost
everybody.
forgot. Hey, like and subscribe. All right, it helps.
We always
us
say we're
out.
really good at this YouTube thing. You can tell because we always forget to tell people to do the thing that's supposed to make us more successful. So appreciate y'all being here. Yes, we do have the base card design identical in every way to the previous set. The border is blue. We do have a cool title card. I do like the continuation of the title card. I think the title card is cool. You have brought in the full-fledged Jedi, which is my favorite in the set because I got that green sapphire pull of this exact image, and Jedi Knight Luke is my favorite version of Luke. I think that's well established. As a kid, I was like, black cloak, green lightsaber, sign me up. So yeah, a very cool card there. And then of course, we got the introduction of the dreaded Rancor here. But just to me, it's kind of like I know they're not trying to break the mold with a lot of these sets, but I don't know, the blue just doesn't work for me, I think.
Yeah, I do like it, but I guess I like the red better.
Yeah, I think it's comparing it to red is what does it.
I think what it is for me is it's just more of the same, and we don't have any of that space battle. We got almost none of that space battle in these card sets, and it makes me angry.
Oh, he's so mad. Yeah, it's I don't know. I think there is something definitely to the imagery of the first two films being a little more iconic than the third. That does make the cards obviously pop more. And if you want to go to the next slide, we can pop quiz.
I really like the Darth Vader crossed arms on the back with the blue.
It looks great.
It looks cool.
I do like the cartoon style on the back. I think I said last time, it's like maybe you didn't get Jedi Knight Luke or Darth Vader in your pack. Maybe they're on the back of your card.
Yep.
It's kind of cool. I do kind of like the quiz thing, just as like a set collection thing, where it's like you could be like, the king of recess if you had your full set and you knew all because you had the cards, and then you were like schooling other fools with your Star Wars knowledge because you're like, oh yeah, well let me just flip over to card 151 and I'll give you the answer.
Here's some creature cards, BC.
The Face of Terror. The Face of Terror is such a good card. It actually bumps this set up, in my opinion. That they're like, let's just get a close up of this freaking monster's face and make that a trading card. And someone's like, good idea. That's a really good idea.
It's not a great quality image,
nope,
but it's there.
Yeah, I think that's a like the like you talked about the cinematography, like even the quality of the photographs that are used in this are not always the best. Like the collection of cool creatures is cool, but there's so much in the image that you lose the definition of all of the amazing collection of creatures.
Here's the big three, though, BC.
We've got Harrison Ford in the "Why Am I Still Here" shot, which is, to be fair, most of the images of him. He got that script, is like, you can't shovel enough money at me to do this. But it turns out they could.
Yeah.
But I'm glad he came back for it.
Of course.
We've got Princess Leia has the Force, an exciting card, and I do like the Sears family photo of the victors there too.
Yeah. You know, I really wanted a decent parallel of this from that Sapphire release until I realized Leia's pants, maybe my least favorite costume element in all of Star Wars, are just her scrubs. And
I was gonna say, it's like sweatpants.
they are like scrub material. They might have a light like dusting on them, but they're navy, or not navy blue. They're light blue,
like baby blue.
Yeah. And I've noticed it now watching the movie, where it's like, wow, those pants are a weird choice. But you know, that's fine. They just really stand out on this card.
They do. Now that you're mentioning it, it's all I can look at.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
All right, and yeah, if you like these cards and you like shiny cards, these Sapphire cards are pretty cheap for most of the parallels. I mean, I don't, cheap is relative, you know, but like they're definitely not. They're not getting pumped to the moon. That's for sure.
No, they're not. Oh darn. Oh darn. Sad they're not getting pumped to the moon. We've got Luke trademark, Skywalker trademark, Jedi trademark, Knight trademark, which is probably my favorite hallmark of the series. Is that trademark appears on everything. But you know, we've got some young Jedi Knight Luke. Again, any opportunity I can have to throw Jedi Knight Luke in, I will. And I also was enamored by the indoor costume as a kid, because I remember seeing the original action figures and like a collection book that I had. I was like, that's the coolest action figure costume, is the indoor one. Like, I love Jedi Knight Luke. Like, that's the primo number one for me. But then I saw the indoor action figure too. I was like, that looks pretty sweet too.
You know, BC, Luke's got some great looks. Way to go, all those costume departments.
Yeah, really nailed it. Really nailed it.
I do love that Courageous Jedi card. Super cool.
Yep.
Yeah, all the TMs, lots and lots of TMs. BC.
There's more on the next slide too, surprisingly.
Here we go.
We've got portrait of Wicket trademark. We've got the Gamorrean Guard trademark profile, and Boba Fett trademark attacks.
I really like the portrait of Wicket. That was our puzzle image, or one of the puzzle images in the last set. But also, you know, I love a Gamorrean Guard.
Why do you think this is in the slideshow?
Thank you, BC.
I aim to please. A handsome profile there as well. This looks like it could be the cover of like a style magazine almost.
Yeah, that Gamorrean is styling, and that maroon looks good with the blue as background. And then Boba Fett attacks, which, boy oh boy, this image has been used in a lot of cards. It is a cool image of Boba Fett, but he's also, you know, about to get his butt handed to him. He's in the process of having, you know, his butt handed to him, and a lot of times cards present it as if he's shooting, you know, like they try to play it off as like, here's a cool moment of Boba Fett taking a shot.
Listen, I'm a Boba Fett truther. If we go back and look at the source material, Boba Fett's end is embarrassing. It's an embarrassment. Yeah. He performs almost as badly as his father, who gets beheaded in an arena for his death. So Boba Fett's death, you know, as much as we want to paint him as like, oh, he was the ultimate bad bounty hunter, you're like, did you go watch the footage from the sail barge? Because he did not acquit himself very well in that instance. I just got to say it.
Hey, I've come around on Boba Fett. Peak Boba Fett for me is late season 2 Mandalorian Boba Fett. They're very specific Boba Fetts.
There's a lot of them now. Yeah.
I like Tamura Morrison a lot. I like Jango Fett. But as a kid growing up, I was always baffled by the Boba Fett obsession. Not because I thought he looked super cool, but I was just always having it in my head of like, he accidentally got killed. Like,
No, he didn't.
Han
He
Solo
crawled
turned
right out of
around
that.
incorrectly.
Crawled
and it
right out of
killed
that
him.
Sarlacc. Yeah, no, he was comically murdered until he was retconned to be alive. So
Yeah, I mean, so all you Boba Fett lovers, please give us that hate in the comments.
no, give us the
Come
hate for that.
us.
Sorry about that. Sorry about that.
I mean,
Sorry about it.
I do.
But seriously, go back and watch the footage because he eats it. He eats it hard.
Yeah, you know, I love Boba Fett now, but yeah, can't deny his performance in Return of the Jedi, which is why we only have that card of him used so much. Father and son, here they are, BC.
Hey, it's a good father and son shot. Love to see them together, and of course, a cool Death Star card. Anytime you can see a near, well, to be fair, a nearly completed Death Star.
They should have
Let's be
said
specific.
They should have said fully operational. Like that's just a better, you know.
I assure you,
fully
this battle station is fully operational. I assure you, this is a nearly completed Death Star. Doesn't have
completed.
this. Mr. Emperor, maybe we could just. We're just gonna give you a line read. We're gonna change that a little bit, make it sound a little bit cooler. Okay?
I assure you, while most of the structure of the Death Star is unlivable, the cannons are working.
Okay, yeah, that's good. That's good. I think we're the next. Maybe we just try for brevity on the next one.
This trademarks. Trademarked on
yeah.
Nearly completed Death Star.
Yeah, you got to trademark it. Nothing on the path to destiny. Can't trademark anything on the path to destiny. That's up for grabs. Okay.
Here we are, the Imperial trademark fleet, VC. What?
Say it ain't so, Han.
It is incredible to me that Imperial is trademarked.
Got to trademark
Shuttle,
the Imperial.
How'd that work out for Lucasfilm, where they were able to enforce those trademarks? I don't really understand trademarks.
There's a trademark on Emperor too, just like
I clearly don't understand trademark law. Copyright law, I vaguely understand. I used to be an expert.
We've got a
in it.
firm grasp.
We
on
violate it all
law.
the time on the show. Frequently steal images unsourced from places. But we're also making no revenue, so you can't really sue us for it. But yeah, what is this? What is the deal with this card?
I don't know.
The Imperial fleet. I mean, I know there's a shuttle there, but did someone just did a bunch of? I mean, we've seen it before. This is just particularly egregious, and it's just confusing enough to be like, well, they've got a stolen Imperial shuttle, so are they trying to say something? No, this is inside the home one.
Yeah. So it's almost shocking that Topps didn't do their research. It's one as they were giving up at the death knell of their trading card experience with Star Wars. It's like, yeah, we'll put your trademark on everything. It makes the front of our cards look amazing. Well, I'll tell you what does look amazing. The Emperor shuttle is one of my favorite ship designs in Star Wars. We've got the Emperor shuttle card, and then the arrival of the Emperor is a nice shot in the hangar there, which I think looks cool. Had to bring this in just because it is one of my favorite ship designs.
Boy, nothing quite says or gives me the nostalgic feeling of like I just like can hear the pizza on its way. You know, like when the Return of the Jedi opens, it feels like Friday night, and it's maybe a slumber party. Like, and that sound of that shuttle is just.
You're like, I know, Mom and Dad are going to pick up some Little Caesars, and it's going to be a good night.
For me, it was a Pizza Pro in the back of the tiny VHS store or VHS rental place that was closest to us. It was like a one counter, one person operation in the back, where they'd make you a Pizza Pro pizza, and you'd pick it up with your rented movie.
I love that, and I am quickly going to turn this into pizza. Just because I want to talk about pizza for a second. So for me, it was definitely Little Caesars because it was right down the road. First, like right down the road.
The same
pizza
one
place
I'm familiar with, BC.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
It's for that long.
On Prince Street, yeah.
Wow, the one that fed me through my college years.
Through a lot of college days, yeah.
Wow.
When you go pick up a $5 Hunt Ring. I just want to bemoan the fact Little Caesars is currently the official pizza sponsor of the NFL. So I'm seeing advertisements for all the time. And I'm so sad because the town I'm living in, the Little Caesars, shut down.
No.
And now all I can think about when all the NFL games are going is just like, I just want Little Caesars. I want trash pizza and crazy bread, and I just want to enjoy the game. But you know what? I can't. Anyway, that's Pizza Hour.
How'd they mess that up? Why'd they close down?
They done got run out of town by the cheap pizza, the Eureka pizzas, the Domino's, you know.
No, I mean I love a Domino's, but
don't get me wrong, I love Domino's.
There is something special about the crappy quality of the Little Caesars hits the spot.
That crappy cheese just hits different,
and you know that you'd paid so little for it. It's really a special experience.
It was $6 for a pizza.
The
whole pizza.
I would sit in a car and eat the entire pizza sometimes, like literally the whole thing, and be like, well, at least it was, $6. And I believe at the time, like $5.60 or whatever.
Oh, back in the day, it was a $5 hot rate, so you're paying like $5.50 with tax, and you were golden.
I remember specifically being like, if I go to Little Caesars, and if I really control myself and only eat half the pizza, I can have half for dinner tomorrow, and I can use that extra money to buy like 2 tall boys. And there's the college diet.
Hey, do the math, folks. Do the math. You gotta think smarter, not harder, okay?
2 days of eating off of that.
That's right.
It really breaks my heart.
Sad. Sad.
There's the Imperial fleet.
Anyway, we'll close with the stickers. So I will say character stickers, cool. We do have film stock stickers, which, hey, go back and watch our previous episode to see what we think about that film stock. But cool character stickers in this set, at least.
Salacious Chrome was in the last sticker set as well. I think maybe a slightly different image, but that's definitely a card from the first series.
Oh, that's the same card from the first series, because that shadow haunts me.
That stark, salacious shadow.
That crummy shadow.
These character stickers are cool. That Millennium Falcon sticker, especially, very cool. But they're just the same sticker design from 1977 without the cool kind of space background.
Cool space background.
Wish they had the cool space background. But,
could be better. Could be better. But again, the Topps was like, on to the next hot property.
We gotta make.
We're done with this Star Wars crap. We're on to something bigger and better. We're gonna do. Yeah, I don't. We'd have to look up. I know they were doing A-Team around this time.
Okay.
There were some other big TV sets. Drop it in the comments if you know. We'll look it up and find out next week. But nothing that certainly would have had the cultural impact as our Star Wars would end up having.
And thus we end our journey through the original trilogy official Topps releases, BC. Wow. It's been quite a journey, and truly it has. I was really surprised over and over through this experience.
Yeah, pleasantly surprised most of the time too. I would say there's some true gems out there. Go pick some up, find some loose ones, throw them in a binder. They're cool. I think is my takeaway from the original trilogy stuff. They're not always the greatest quality, and sometimes the images are poo. But most of the time, it's just fun and nostalgic to look at pictures from some of your favorite movies, probably. So, yeah.
And it's been fun to interact with people in the comments who collect these cards, and
for sure,
oftentimes collected these cards growing up. It's super cool. I'm jealous of that experience. And as requested, that unofficial and other, not unofficial, I should say, the licensed not by Topps Star Wars sets that we're going to cover for the original trilogy coming up. Really excited about that. Found some stuff out there, BC, I had no idea existed, and I think a lot of our viewers might have no idea existed. Because some weird stuff out there.
Things are gonna get weird, y'all.
Yeah. Yeah, so tune in next week for our little Salacious Crumb Weird show. We'll of course be covering the Wonder Bread cards, the Burger King cards,
much more.
And much more. So yeah, if you got the time, like and subscribe, leave us a comment, and I guess until next time, bye forever.
Hasta la vista, babies. You ready?
I'm ready.
Shoom.
I don't know why I messed it up last week, BC. We're back in business.
We're back, baby. We're fully operational, some might say.
Almost complete.
The nearly completed, structurally sound.